So I feel like this one looks mapley.
Serving in the Army in 2012, Jeremy met Ashley. They got married, had baby Sam. Jeremy got medically released from the Army, and this brings us up to today. Good day, folks. So, it is a nice day today. I think it's -7 Celsius, but there's no wind. There's just been like a light snow falling down for the last at least 24 hours actually, but it kind of pick up the bigger flakes and then smaller flakes, but it's pretty sweet. So bear with me today, because today's video is going to be entirely shot on this old iPhone we got, because right now I only got one SD card, because, well, just we're hard on SD cards, I guess. But last night I had it in my computer, and the computer fell off a dresser, and then the SD card was in like the end. And well, it fell, of course, right on the edge where the SD card was, and it broke the SD card. And well, here we are. But whatever, this will work. We'll pick up another one next when we get a chance. Today, I'm going to take a walk through. I'm going to go to a part of the property that I have never taken you to. Of course, it's just another piece of the property with yet again more trees, but we have trees that are not fully mature. I mean, some of the trees are pretty good. We got 70 acres worth of trees, so some of them are very mature. But it's been thinned out about 10 years ago, so there's been stuff cut down. So now we got like 10-year growth around me here and stuff, right? And one thing I do have to do is actually thin out some of these ones. Like if you look, right here, like see, like thinning around, like these ones that are a little bigger, thinning around them so they get more, they're sucking up more nutrients, right? So they grow bigger. That's something I got to do. I got to get a thinning saw and get working at that here sometime, but not right now. But what I'm going to do today, I actually think she's seen some moose tracks up the front of the property. I'll probably still take a walk back out here because I like to do that. Hey, speaking of walking back out there, I have SD cards in my trail camera, but I don't really want to take them out. Just thinking out loud here. But I'm going to take you over this other spot of the property. It's just through those thin trees over here. Okay, so there's our place, right? If you turn around and behind me through this cleared spot, see these trees out through here? Once you get past the thin part here of these trees, like these are smaller trees, there's actually a little bit more spaced out trees back in there. So we're going to walk in there, and we've never taken you in there. And just show you kind of, it's a little different.
Got the trim clad.
What's the trim clad for? I haven't told them what we're doing.
Oh, to mark the trees.
What
so
trees?
We know which ones are maple trees.
You're not even going to give them a rundown what we're doing?
Or you didn't say we were going to tap trees?
I just told you. I told them nothing.
Oh, we're going to find maple trees so we can mark them.
I'm falling through snow here, so sorry for the bouncy.
So we can mark them, and then we'll tap them in a couple weeks when it's time.
That's way more than a couple weeks away, but...
Well, a few weeks.
6 or 8 weeks. More like 6 weeks probably.
So the phone died, so we had to walk back and grab the SD card out of the trail cam. Now we're going to head back and look for those trees.
All right, I'm going to show you, like around, you can see some bigger trees in here. This here spot, we never showed you in here, but you see around, like, it's better than a lot of it is anyways, just in this little spot. There's some bigger stuff on the outside, but this is really easy to get to. You can actually see the house behind me. Whoa, fell in the hole. There's Ashley. Behind her head is the house, see it? Right there. But let's look. See, like thinning out this smaller crap all around these other trees.
So I feel like this one looks mapley.
So we're just back here looking for a few maples to mark off. She has some spray paint, and we're just gonna mark them. So we're not gonna do many trees. We're only gonna do a few anyway. but we just want a few close by so we can just make a few liters of syrup or whatever. We did it about, how long ago was it now?
2013.
2013, no, 14.
Yeah.
6 years ago. Holy, so it was 6 years ago we made any. And we only made like 5 liters maybe or something.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot. But we'd like to do the same just so we have our own for now. And then going forward,
Yeah.
do a bit more, but at least get back at it for this year. But we want to find them now, so later, I'm trying to follow her. So later we're not trying to find them when it's actually the time to tap them. We have our stuff somewhere, but if not, we might buy a couple more buckets. I think we might still have our taps, I don't know. But that's what we're doing out here. The ones around this area for the most part are just like bare, like, you know, they're only about 8 inches, 12 inches around, maybe the odd one. So you're only gonna put one tap, that's for sure. So I'm not sure, but I think that if the leaf has like that little curve in it, you can see that here. That little curve, that's a sugar maple. So we may have a sugar maple here. It's definitely a maple.
Sugar or black?
The only difference is if you got a sugar, the concentration for sugar in it is better. It's like 40 to 1, where a black or a red or something's like 60 to 1, give or take.
The black's really good too, actually.
They're all really good.
I mean, the concentration's really similar between the black and the sugar maple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The red and the silver take a lot more to make maple syrup.
Too bad we didn't have something other than black. Spray paint works good. So much for that.
Doesn't even work at all.
No.
Here's a little cluster of maples. So that's good.
As long as we can just tap a few, eh?
Yeah.
All kinds of trees through here, but we really just need a few anyways. I think we pretty much found all we need to find, really.
Yeah.
But this area, yeah, I wanted to show you just because it's a little different here. I don't know if you can really tell, but we can tell big time. Like, there's just a lot of, you know, this is not huge growth, but it's a lot better. You can see, like, right? It's a bigger, around maybe 10 inches, this one. There's all kinds of them, and then there's ones bigger than that. So it's not huge, but a lot better than this real small stuff, right? 4 inches around, 4 inches diameter or whatever. Lots of better stuff, and I'd like to thin around so they can grow better, right? And what's nice about this, so close to the house, we forgot our spray paint, but if we come to the fallen down tree, it's just a few paces in front of here, and then the one's just over there. So, like I said, we're just planning on doing like those few this year for March, which is only 6 weeks away. March, believe it or not. It seems like we got I mean, we're probably going to get hammered with a pile of snow, and we're probably going into the coldest 6 weeks of the winter for sure. But still, it's getting there to the point so we can do the syrup and at least get started on it. We've been wanting to do it for a while now. I can't believe 6 years went by so fast. Doesn't take long. Life passes most people by while they're making grand plans for it.
Life passes most people by while they're making grand plans for it.
You know, I changed these tires last week. Well, I actually now have a set of wheel spacers coming because my ball joints are rubbing on the inside. So instead of taking them off and grinding that down, wheel spacers to get me out for sure, and then it'll get my 37s out farther down the road anyway, so it'll be better all around. So they're coming in Friday. Today is Tuesday, so I got a few more days and then we'll be back in action. Kind of a pain, but whatever.
So we're just heading up the driveway now, because when I drove in earlier, I thought I seen some moose tracks, so we're gonna go check it out. We don't normally get the moose tracks up the front, so that's why we're gonna go check it out, because usually they're out back. So we'll see if they're out here too.
I had 3 deer cross out in front of me driving down the road the other day. Like just outside. Outside nice and close. 3 deer. I almost jumped out of the car and tackled one. Plenty of rabbit tracks. They're everywhere though. We got a foxy lady here. That's why she's hanging out. There's all kinds of rabbits though. She'd feast on them for years. There's lots of maples through here and stuff too. In time.
Gotta snare a rabbit and make some meat pie.
Rabbit stew. Yeah. Some bigger trees up this way too. Some better trees up here too. Like just trees in general. Look how nice this tree is. What kind of tree is that? Oh wait, that's totem pole. Maybe we'll tap that one.
Yeah.
Like I think tapping that would be considered going on grid, wouldn't it?
I had to put my small garbage bins inside my big wooden garbage bin. In the spring, summer, and fall, I have the stupid bear. Ripping my garbage apart. Now I have a raccoon ripping them apart. And I'm sick of cleaning it up, so I shoved them right inside the big garbage bin so he can't get at it. The joys of living in the woods.
There was 2 of them, but we took care of one of them.
Here's supper. It's chicken, spaghetti, canned tomatoes, green beans, and a little bit of garlic. Be good.
So I just got back from the mail, and remember how I mentioned those spacers I was going to put in the truck? And they were supposed to be here Friday. I actually think this is them, because this feels pretty heavy, and I don't know what else I got coming. It could be this heavy anyway. That's them. So I previously put these on a Jeep I had just to give me get them out, so when I turned my wheel in they weren't rubbing in the wheel well. And now what I got to do, because I put that 6-inch lift on the Dodge last spring, now that I got my stock rims don't go around when it's spinning, they're hitting the ball joint that's right there. So this here will bring it out, then the ball joint will sit up here, right? And then this will bring the rim out to here, so it'll be able to spin. So I got 4 of them. Only the front 2 need them, but you can't do 2 and not do the other 2, right? So I'll throw them on probably before the end of the week now. But if anybody's never seen those, I'll take a little shot of me putting them on when I do it.
Hi, I love you. Bye.